It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. On the return, Tremont Smith. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Broncos first down.
They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Jaleel McLaughlin, 45 yards. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Texans nothing.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
You want to talk about a driven player, partner. This guy is absolutely that person. He doesn't just have goals in this game. He wants to be remembered among the best to play the position, and he treats every game as an audition for that. It's a lofty goal to set for yourself, but we've seen his drive lead to some impressive games from him. Perhaps another one is in store today.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. Now they'll throw it with Elway. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jonathan Bullard collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Elway will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Tremont Smith. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Lutz with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now it's Elway. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st, they'll throw with Elway. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Give him 32 on the play.
It seems like all the fireworks in this first quarter have been on the other sideline, but here they're saying, hey, we've got some explosive guys on our side too. And that's a big play in a game that's looking like it might be full of big plays.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. Touchdown, Texans! A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Smith up the middle. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Will give us to McLaughlin. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it inside the 20. And they will bring this one back. Fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early. Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. And Denver getting set to take the field. A first down carry for Smith. Shedding the tackle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way. Tebow's throw into the hands of Pitts here. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Smith running right. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Again, it's Smith. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. From the 31, here's 2nd down and 5. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. getting in there and finishing the play off was Myjai Sanders.
And another long drive from the offense, but the defense is denying them the end zone. Nothing to show for the last drive offensively. They can't come away empty-handed again.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Like what I've seen so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will tie things at 17 all. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in. And had just enough to get it done.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Houston's offense taking over again. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. McCaffrey running up the middle. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 68 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Texans have broken the tie. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And in the end, the finishing touch, an 11-yard run. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. 2nd and 3. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Elway.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of this tight end, complete. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing again, it's Elway. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 2nd down, Elway.
And it's incomplete. Oh, it would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I see the surprise on your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Elway.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Elway. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it results in the Texans finding the end zone. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it.
This taken in right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Broncos going to go on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Try to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taken in at the 22. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Throwing now, Elway on first down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Keanu Neal. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
90 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Elway to throw. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Second and 10, Elway again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he'll get this out to about the 40. On the stop there defensively, Marcus May with the tackle.
Ball at the 40 here for second and 5.
Here's Elway. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of...
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that Not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 4. They go back to the ground with Smith. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a toss right to Smith. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, maybe said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. Well, the 3 points certainly helps, but you feel like, Charles, at this stage of the game, when you force those turnovers, need to start converting them into touchdowns.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised myself because I thought in this situation they were thinking end zone or bust. Now they got to rely on their defense to get the ball back again for another opportunity to get 6 points.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen, they see the blocks happen, they feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Now 3rd down and 7. Out of the gun, Elway. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one finding the hands of Brandon Powell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Houston.
It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. Here's McLaughlin. Shifts by him. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 40-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. The Broncos on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling...
There he goes, left side! And all the way home for a Broncos score! A great play there. 39 yards. And the Broncos have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Houston set to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first down, Elway. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown! A big play there. 72 yards. And the Texans strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They'll try and run forward with Smith. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. This is fielded at the 27. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Texans will take over.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. He tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 3rd down.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Elway.
That is intercepted.
Powering his way forward. Still going.
And he's going to be taken down, but flags all over the field, and I don't think this is going to stand. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Holding, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Shoves him aside. Powers by at the 40. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Here's Elway. And that is incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Elway. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down.
Defense.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Elway to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Smith to return it, taking it about the 1. So the Broncos now down by 2 touchdowns. A little over 80 ticks to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down.
That's into the hands of McLaughlin.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Complete to number 38. A gain of 18.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's caught by Pitts. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season.